Alright, just gonna do a quick stream, a few pocket dragon slayer armor attempts. See if we can take him out. Okay. Not a huge fan of the super slow run back. If anyone's joining in the chat room, I can't actually see, don't currently have my stream manager up, but welcome on in while joining us. Won't be streaming for very long, probably just have a few attempts at this. See if we can get them. Yeah, control the batteries. One of those runs where he's not really doing much. That's very interesting. To pop this onto charge. Okay, there we go. So if you're just joining, apologies, I cannot see the chat. Just having a few quick attempts at Dragon Slayer armor. That was very lucky. Bit nasty, but you know. So I apologize again if you're joining chat or if you're viewing. I don't have my stream manager up, so I can't see. Just got a bit of time to stream and see if we can make some progress here. That was really unfortunate. I think what happened there was the timing wasn't bad. I'm wearing the Karthus blood ring. It was probably a little bit, I think I was a little bit too far away from him. It's hard to judge when you're on the stairs. But I also rolled directly into him, and you get caught in the hitbox. The trick is to roll past him a little bit. Ideally you end up fairly close still, but to get 2 hits in. But yeah, you definitely don't want to, even if you time it correctly, end up right at his feet, otherwise you'll get hit by that. Depending on how much longer these attempts drag out, I'd also be tempted to try sprinting into that attack. Oh, that was so lucky. My, there was a bit of a delay. I fucking haven't lost my lock on. Wow. Yeah, if you're tuning in, good timing. That was a little bit greedy. I did hear the audio cue that the extra attacks were coming. When I saw that sweep attack, I knew that there's a very good chance he follows up with his overhead slam, and I can double punish that. which would have finished him off. So yeah, super unfortunate timing there. But I think I am getting a little bit better at reacting to the audio cues that the dragons give off. The big risk, if you try and use the whole arena, which I did a bit of a practice run and I realized that there was a back end to that arena, which is crazy. But the risk of using that arena is he will default to his hockey puck attack, as I've come to think of it as. And it's not a hard attack to dodge, but it's a lot easier to dodge if you can see him doing it, and if you're on top of that fountain area or even on the other side of it and you can't see him, it's super dangerous. Yeah. Bit late on the dodge there, so I thought I'd just give him one slap. Bit unfortunate. Usually I can kind of jump behind him if I'm jumping a bit early, but yeah. Getting into second phase pretty consistently. Can't complain with that. But I definitely don't want to take my foot off the gas here. I think feeling like I'm getting pretty deep. I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. So if you're joining us, we're doing Dragon Slayer Armour. This is a first playthrough of the game. I have not played before. This is an unscheduled stream, just a really quick one. Unfortunately, I can't see chat, so if you are in chat, or if you are viewing, I apologise. Can't say hi. Yeah, having a few pretty deep runs. Got one slap away from finishing him, but it was just too greedy, and I did it when I probably should have known the meatballs were coming. I just got super greedy, saw an attack sequence that I could punish hard, and knew that it would be over if I could get it. I'm really not averse to taking risks. This is quite an enjoyable fight, so it's been a fun one to figure out. Better timing that time. Yeah, okay, so I've died to that twice now. It's one thing I haven't really played around with is when I'm super close to him and he's doing his 2-hit combo with a follow-up, he tends to not favor his slam. He goes for his shield bash, and yeah, definitely deserving of that there. But again, pretty happy getting to second phase super consistently in the stream. Pretty keen to push it and see if I can finish him off tonight. Just had a bit of time and I was feeling it, so. Do you think I need to rename my stream? I think it's still referencing Dancer. He's favoring weird attacks here. Here we go. Cool. Oh. Finger just hesitated there. Bit regrettable. That's right. He was slow playing a little bit. It always throws me off when he does that. Whenever he does that, I tend to get a little bit greedy, and the reactions tend to slow down. I'm not having to dodge as much, and it's not so dynamic, which is really cool. You know, it's not a complaint. It'll be definitely interesting to see what kind of moveset he throws at me for the winning run. I suspect it'll be a super aggressive one because I think I can punish it a lot more, and it just gets me moving and hitting faster. Whereas when he slows down, I think he becomes a little bit more challenging. You just have to be super patient, which is kind of not what you want to do. One thing I should do is rejig my Estus. You know, obviously I'm using RTSR here, even if I wasn't. Unless I went full defense, practically everything is a one-shot. That second hit, kind of annoying that didn't go through. I do have to be careful doing the war cry. It does use quite a bit of stamina. I also don't love fighting there. It's not the greatest. Okay. That sometimes happens. I think the one thing I'm gonna have to accept is that I did try to learn focusing on the dragons and what they were doing and the arena, but it's just because there's no forgiveness in this build, level 1, and obviously using RTSR, there's really, you don't have the meat in the build to get used to that second phase. I feel as though doing the second phase with a lot more vigor would allow you to play around with paying a bit more attention to the arena and the flying meatballs and the lasers and so forth. But with you know, I find that it has been better to just focus on him, and the strategy I use for getting around the meatballs is just to keep moving a lot more than I do in the first phase. I could potentially be a bit more aggressive with my positioning until I start hearing the audio cues, but I might actually do that this time around. Oh wow, okay. Just taking out straight off the bat there. Not very much about that. But yeah. So if you are joining us, I apologize, I can't see chat. This is just an impromptu stream. Just trying to knock out the baddie here. Had a bit of time, so thought I would jump on. I'd actually say that because of his power, he is harder than Pontiff SL1. At least learning him. His moveset isn't too hardcore, and I suspect there's a lot more I can do with it, particularly circle strafing and being aggressive with being close to him and punishing more of his shield attacks. It's just, there's a limit to a really great example of how you should play SL1 is the Armour's fight in level 1, because he has 3 moves really. 2 base moves and, potentially his jump attack that you can punish. And that's all you should really be punishing. It's just those 3 moves and his power up. And, the reason being, even though you can technically punish everything, just not safe to do so. Statistically, you're gonna take more L's. And that's just the way it goes with Soul Level 1. And that's really the way it goes for this boss. So I think I've learned the moves that I can punish. But there could be more there. It's just super hard to find out. It's just a lot easier if I'm worrying about a small handful of moves. Okay. So the fun is beginning. More bullshit, so I've got to be really careful here. Even lost a lock on. Don't really want to go on and punish that. So just focus on a bit of position here. Oh, nasty stuff. Thought it was at the end of the stream, but nope. But it's annoying, but it's not frustrating. I have a basic strategy to avoid that nonsense, and I am acting upon it. It's just sometimes not going to work. Yeah, because his moveset becomes so varied in the second phase, it's definitely very challenging to try and focus on more than one thing at once, and he's definitely the most dangerous thing in the arena. So, yeah, I know it's not a perfect strategy, and it's not like the problem is it's not going to strategy, it's kind of cool in a way, but it's not the kind of strategy that's going to, win me the fight 100% of the time, even though I feel as though I know the moveset pretty well at this stage. But I think in terms of the demand on how much I need to learn, it's going to be the easiest way to do it for now. Definitely be keen to come back with a more regular build and really play around with the fight. Misreading there was a bit annoying. If he does his big shield slam, you can punish it, but if he does this thing, you can't really punish it, and you've got to be ready for a follow-up. That was a bit stressful. Bit of a shame only getting one hit in there, but that's the way she goes. Because you definitely can get that second hit on when he does his lightning slam. I gassed myself there, but I also knew that he likes to give you plenty of time. So here we go. The bullshit. Yeah. I think I have an idea, a kind of funny idea about about how I should proceed. See if I can remember to do it, but when he gets to second phase, I might take him to the other arena, because that big meatball, it's annoying. Yeah. That big meatball is super difficult to spot, and kind of comes out of nowhere, but it also, if there's a wall in the way that hasn't been broken, it will bounce off that wall. And in that situation there, in that fight, the boss destroyed the wall. Okay, I was super lucky. Managed to get my block up just in time. That's it. If you are joining us, welcome on in. I cannot see chat, unfortunately. Just having a quick impromptu stream. Felt like having some attempts. Pretty consistently getting to second phase, which is good. And I have a bit of a strategy going, but it is tough. You're exposed to, I don't want to say RNG, because realistically you could actually see all the attacks coming. You just have to break lock with Dragon Slayer, and if you do that, yeah, he's super dangerous, and he can do some weird stuff. Particularly if you are keeping distance from him in a second phase. His hockey puck attack is difficult to dodge if you're not looking at it. Like, you really need the visual cue to dodge on that one. And ooh. I did attempt to dodge. I was gonna say, I feel as though that was a super greedy second hit. My dodge was pretty late. Not getting the third hit there is, you know, annoying, but that one's nice and easy to punish, so take a freebie. This is really annoying, because that's a really nice one to double punish. Could have also punished there, but I gotta be super careful when the bullshit begins. Yeah, there we go. Just killed by the meatball again. A bit nasty of them putting that in the second phase. I feel as though this fight would have been over much earlier. But this game seems to really like its multi-phase fights. Probably should have just let that hit me. Yeah, okay. Two big R2 attacks. Even. Yeah, nasty. The problem with the big meatball is even if I do go full defensive, I'm not sure I have the absorption. I could probably look up what kind of damage type it's doing, and throw the stone plate ring on. Nasty. For it, but I think doing it this way is fun. Forces me to do it no damage, which is pretty cool. I don't think I was actually pondering that. I don't know if I've done a boss no damage. Before. Certainly come super close. I think Artorias and Manus and SL1, Fume Knight as well, pretty close. and blue smelter too, because they just do so much damage. But even then, I think I probably got clipped once or twice for each of those fights. Only once with Sir alone though, which was really frustrating. It was super late and I was grinding it out, and I couldn't, I just wanted to get it no damage. I even took off the Ring of Binding because it was just the plan. Unfortunately, I'd upgraded my armor a little bit, and even with half health, because I think I was wearing the Ring of Embedded, some of his sort of smaller sword swings is when he gets close, don't actually one-shot you. Which is crazy because that boss does an obscene amount of damage with his other attacks. Feels like a bit of a cheese. I kind of hope this isn't the winning run. Because if it is, I feel as though I'm sort of beating him on his easy mode a little bit. Don't love that attack. I find it a bit difficult to punish. He just ends up too far away from you. Okay, here we go. Time for some bullshit. Wow. By all rights, I should have died there. Try and pull him this way. Okay, here we go. Nice. Well, are these things still trying to kill me? Well, you know, he favored his shield slam in the first phase, but I'm gonna say it right now, the first phase wasn't my problem, and that second phase was juicy. So, I'll take that. A win's a win. Okay. Alright, so let's actually see if I can real quick jump into Twitch. My phone's about to die. I'm not actually logged into the proper account either, but I should still be able to see it. Alright, well, GG, Mr. Dragonslayer. I'll put that in a highlight. If you're watching the squad, thanks for watching. Next time we will be finishing off, what is this place called? Lothric Castle. And not this part of Lothric Castle, we'll be finishing off the back part, so there are a couple of things I want to investigate. that I sort of just blitz through, but I've got some ideas for them. I want to kill the big knight with the great sword, because he's pretty sick, and I love a great sword fight. I think they're fun. And I want to do that room full of firebomb enemies because I haven't properly explored that room, and it's tough. It's a hard room. I want to come from the top though. I want to see if I can go from the top of that room. Yeah. And ooh, Grand Archives key and some twin blades. And there were a couple of Lothric knights sitting near the sort of first dragon run-up that I didn't deal with. So I'm going to have to clear the enemies there and then try and deal with them. And that'll be tough, because what I'll have to do as well, I think, is I'll have to drop down. Let's have a look at and see what this is. I'll have to drop down and kill the Pus of Men, Grand Archives. I love how they give you the keys right at the front door. That seems a bit unnecessary to me, but what can you do? Yeah, so we've got to deal with those Lothric Knights. And then, so let's go to, let's go back to Dancer. Actually, hold on, I got the bonfire. No, I didn't, no. So I might even venture there now, just to sort of wind down the stream. And there's a bit of a fight too, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, it is this way. So there was another area here. This guy's a tough fight because of his arena, but let's see if we can get a quick. That shield bash almost killed me. I think it's because I'm wearing the Karthus blood ring. Yeah, might switch out of boss mode and just go back to a bit defensive. I just want to poke into this area a bit because there's a Pus of Man, right, like a fully transformed one. Okay. Awesome. And we'll actually go back to drip mode, I reckon, because we're not try-harding basic enemies. I also really don't think you need fast roll for wow, I'm actually feeling the difference. Yeah, I don't think I need fast roll for basic enemies, but we'll see. I did Dancer of the Boreal Valley with medium roll, so, you know. Cool. So I think especially in this arena, I think if I get the backstab off, I probably won't go for the double punish, just because I think a backstab and a single R1 twice should kill him. And I'm going to have to get the backstab off anyway, and the first R1 is practically for free. So, even if it's a second R1 to kill him, he's not going to be able to respond anyway, so... But yeah, it'll be good to not get one shot by everything, now that I have my defensive rings back on. Bit of armor too. Yeah, what can I say? Bad luck, buddy. So I think I really want to explore that as well, because the toxic effect is really interesting. Ring of Sacrifice. Actually, shit. Did I lose all my souls already? Ooh, big rip. Wow. Let's see if I pick them up or not. Because that guy took 3 tries. I think I might have not picked him up. That's, yeah, looks like I picked him up there, but yeah, no banana. I just lost all the Dragon Slayer souls, which is unfortunate, because I did want to look into, actually, let's see. I don't know if Poison Bite Ring, not Ring of Favor, Shield. I don't know if this helps, honestly. Bit rough, but I don't really see a bonfire, so I'll just do 2 more things. I don't really want to have to kill that first guy either. I shall see if I can do that first drop down. So I'm gonna pull this guy because he's going to be a bit annoying. I don't want him following me. Oh. Shit. Okay. So the devs, I think, saw me coming from a mile away. So we'll do this drop down. Alright, so it's taking us to the same area. Okay. Won't complain with an Estus shard, but wouldn't have minded a Titanite chunk. Okay, cool. So another mission is going to be to cash that in. Ooh, I might actually be able to wield the claw if I can find a dex item. The toxic tax is pretty intense, but I'm not going to let that bother me. Pretty intense, I'd say, level here. With the toxic, I'm thinking that a lot of this is just going to have to be run, which is a shame. Might not matter completely. I wouldn't mind fighting those greatsword guys. I kind of wouldn't mind fighting the guy on the first platform as well, just for how cinematic it is. The other problem I'm going to have actually is that I did not call that elevator, so that was an error. Just backstabbing to give myself a bit of time. Guy's a bit lucky. I don't know how he ended up in the elevator. So there was sort of a door to the right that I want to investigate. It's a really confusing surface. I don't know what it's meant to be. Yeah, massive shame losing out on these souls. Okay. So toxic isn't necessary. Yeah, I want to do this area before Grand Archives, I think it was, because we found this area first. And that's been my general rule so far. I won't break sequence, like, I'll try not to. If I feel as though I haven't finished an area, I won't move to a new area immediately. Yeah, I'll try and finish that area first. I do actually need to finish off Lothric Castle though. Yeah, so dodging these things is a bit weird. That toxic buildup is intense. I think this might actually be sending us back up to Lothric Castle. Then again, I can't be sure because there was an elevator in Lothric Castle that we couldn't use, but it was already at the top. Liking this level. It's yeah, it's really quite good. It has an enemy placement which suggests that, you know, this is late game now. Oh wow, that's intense damage, but I don't think this is my critical path for today. Good to know it's here. I want to get through the door with the dudes. Yeah, it's definitely suggesting it's late game. You know, you have the toxic tax, the health tax, which is pretty intense. Even in a regular playthrough. And then pretty high level enemies, I'd say, as well. I think their movesets are... I think these guys sort of appear in Cathedral of the Deep, and the moveset is not as hardcore as Black Knights or Silver Knights or Dark Wraiths, or even the Lothric Knights. Yeah, they have such a incredible control area. It just feels super dangerous to be close to them. I think we'll put them, one of them, on the list of things that I really want to destroy. I really want to kill one because they seem hyper powerful. I don't want to kill them all though. I don't want to clear this area. But I would like to kill the guy on the left one, and I would like to kill one of the great sword dudes. Just for funsies. Yeah, I haven't even finished the previous area, Lothric Castle, so I have to go back. I'm just really keen to find a bonfire here, that'd be nice. Maybe discover a little bit more about the area, see if I can find a boss representative. So especially if I jump that, I think I'm going to be able to get away without taking toxic. Which is nice, because I would like to fight, probably like Kite, one of the great sword guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, eh? Maybe. Dirty delayed attack. Looks like there's a ramp down. I'm really, really hoping that's not a boss fog and there isn't a shorter bonfire. This is a Dark Souls 2 run back. It wouldn't be too bad if I could do this drop down, because I could just drop down now. I'm not sure how that guy's getting into the elevator. Yeah, doing this as a run back would just suck ass. Like, not interested in doing that. Especially if there's a chance that I take toxic damage. Wow. Frustrating thing about that too is that elevator's going to be stuck down there. Probably shouldn't be doing this, I just want to unwind after that boss fight. Not completely happy about the Dragon Slayer victory. That guy has a dirty amount of health. Yeah, just wanted to unwind from that, do a bit of exploration. In terms of aesthetic, I actually think that I rate this pretty highly. I tell you, it's giving me some major Gears of War vibes. Even these little elevators. It actually sounds like it's following me, which is pretty disturbing. Man, those things do an incredible amount of damage. Yeah, definitely wrap it up soon. Yeah, big Gears of War vibes. That place has sort of like a modernist Baroque feel to it, and so does this. And the other thing that's adding to it is the overgrown nature of it. That's also really Gears of War. Okay. That's not ideal. It looks like I'm going to avoid these things though. Had to. Dark Gem's pretty nice. You know, I can... You know, dark damage in the previous games is pretty decent against a lot of bosses, and I'd be keen to see where that takes me. Alright, I think I know how to get past this guy. I'm just gonna have to pull him into the arena a little bit. When you don't know what something's doing, dodging into it, I think, can be a really bad idea. Sometimes you get rewarded for it, but because some enemies don't have hitboxes right near where their crotches are. Even Dancer, for some attacks, being right up in her crotch isn't bad. Like for a big spin attack, if you end up right in front of her, for the first one it's not insta-death. The hitbox kind of disappears late enough into the attack. But yeah, if you can't really see what's going on, being close is just trash, in my opinion. It's not good. This thing is facing me, which is a bit dirty. No toxic, which is nice. And this thing, there must be like some RNG on its patrols. I feel as though this place is also prime illusory wall territory. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Okay, well, for some reason there was a terrain box over those plants. Dodging into the corner also not a great idea. But what we'll do, I think, this time around is pull them both back up onto those stairs. Like, we'll just go all the way and just play it a bit slower. I hate panic rolling, but yeah. It looks like I aggro both of them. Okay, that should give me plenty of time. Yeah, if he drops, he'll die, sure. Definitely not really not sure what the story is on this. Ah, it is okay, it's a liquid. It looked a bit more like an ice to me. This thing's right on my ass though. Oof. That is dirty if this is a boss. It's a boss for sure. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to explore this area for another bonfire, because that's fucked.
You ignorant slaves. Finally taken notice, have you? Of the power of my beloved Ocelot, child of dragons. Well, I will not give him up. For he is all that I have.
Pretty disturbing looking enemy. I like his little beard, little moustache. Very freaky. Okay. we'll be leaving him alone, I think. Well, obviously we'll be leaving him alone. I do not have time. But yeah, cool enemy. I think we'll probably call it there. Oh, actually, no. Let's go get +9. Gotta remember that you can always just go to Fire Link from your menu page. But yeah, we'll call it there. Be streaming tomorrow. If you are joining at this stage, or you have joined, I apologize, I can't see chat. I just did a bit of an impromptu stream. Managed to get the W against old Dragon Slayer armor, which is decent. See how far this takes me. No, how much do I need? A couple hundred more, which I think one more of those will do. Actually, I know we'll need 2 more. Nice. So +10. Need a slab.
Be careful.
Ooh. Ah, okay. So I wasn't wearing Lloyd Shield. Yeah, might have a see if I can have another go. It's always good to figure out if your setup will carry you defensively. He kind of looks like he shouldn't be doing as much damage as Dragon Slayer, so I'm hoping that Lloyd Shield gives me a bit of an edge here. But yeah, this run back is legitimately bad. My understanding going into this was that the boss run backs is a bit easier, so I'm thinking that there will probably be a bonfire. A bit closer. I'm actually, thinking if I were putting one up there. I'm still gonna have to make it past these big boys every time, so. Cool. It's not a massive surprise that the overhead slam would one-shot me, but yeah, we won't push it. We'll have a. So yeah, next stream we will do what I wanted to do in Lothric Castle, and then we will explore the garden and see if we can figure out a closer bonfire, and then hopefully do some Osiris attempts. I think that's what that was, consumed in Osiris. I have heard that he does a charge attack, which is incredibly untelegraphed. So I'm keen to see how we figure out how to deal with that. Alright, so if you're tuning in, again, apologies, I can't see any messages. But yeah, if you're watching the VOD, thanks for that, and catch you in the next one.